listening to the Cowboy from Hell podcast.
I can't wait to hear this and hear the music.
Dude, you haven't heard the music in a while, huh?
I know. We're so back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Landon Tusiasena, and you are listening to the Cowboy from Hell podcast. We've been gone a while. We are new. We're improved. We got a new set. We have a new intern, Mr. Steven Amakwa. That's at Awesome Black Guy on Instagram. Our boy Jason Crane is back behind the camera. Jason, we're so happy to have you back. Thank you for joining us.
It's good to be back.
It is great to have you. And I just want to say thank you to everyone that's stuck by us for the last 2 months. It has literally been me recording on a camera, on my phone, microphone with no camera, and uploading it to Spotify. And it's like, I don't know. If you sat through that, we love you. There was a lot. It was good, actually, because it almost felt like when there's no one else in the room, it's like, I don't know. I like this better, though, because
the interaction is definitely going to be better.
Way better.
Yeah.
And it kind of turned into a weird therapy session. But thank you guys for sticking with us. We are so back. First, we usually start with feedback. And so before we start with feedback, though, I want to introduce you guys to our newest member of the squad. I love calling him our intern. It's so funny. Steven Djibouti Amakwa.
Already?
He was... Is that not your middle name? Is that not your middle name?
I told you.
Tell us. I'm not here to do that. Okay, but I apologize. So can you tell us? Tell our listeners about yourself. Where did you grow up? Where are you from?
Originally from London, Southeast London. Shout out Crystal Park. Mm-hmm. Moved to Redondo when I was approximately 9 years old, maybe 10 years old. Went to Redondo's where I encountered this gentleman. Grew up in Redondo Beach, living in Ladera Heights.
The Black Beverly Hills.
That's right.
Now, we brought you on because we've gotten a lot of complaints about not having enough diversity on our show. No, I'm kidding. That's definitely not why. But I will say, though, something really funny happened to us recently. Our friend Creams, he is the owner of a clothing company called Slunks. He, you can go ahead. You got your mic, right? Tell him. Let him know.
Hold the mic up, like...
Here, let me help you.
See if you can, just do that. Just use your strength, tighten her up.
There we go.
Look at that right there.
It's going to fall back down. Okay, so my friend Chris Reams, he owns a company called Slunks. And Slunks is a beach-style volleyball clothing company. And they make board shorts, swimwear for kids and adults. It blew up in the volleyball community. I don't know if he was meant to be geared for that, but volleyball has really taken a liking to his brand. And also now they're breaking into wakeboarding. I'm not sure about surfing. I've surfed in them before. They're not normal board shorts. I don't think they'll ever be in that. But he reached out to me and said, "Hey, I have gotten a lot of complaints that our brand isn't diverse enough, and we don't have enough minorities represented on the website." And the Cowboy from Hell podcast, we take that very serious. And he said, "Do you think you could get some friends and come do a photo shoot?" And so it was actually kind of genius how he did it. First, we went to Vegas together, and we had a great time. And we don't need to go over all of our Vegas stories, but
no fun was had.
Then when we got home, he took care of some stuff at Vegas, and then he asked us to do a photo shoot. So me, Steven, our friend JK, and our friend Alex Bake, we show up at the studio, and Alex is Korean, 100%. JK is Chinese Hawaiian. Steven's African American. And when I say that, I mean because his parents are from Africa.
From Ghana.
Yep. And I'm Samoan, Mexican, and white. And so diversity was represented, let me tell you.
There was a French guy there.
There was a French guy there, yes. Kubi was there. But we are not models. And so,
to say the least.
If you go on their website, we're some thick boys. I posted a story on Instagram and I said, "Man, my friend's clothing company got attacked for not having enough minority representation on their website." And they said, "Oh yeah, watch this." And then I posted the pictures, and I'm actually gonna hope that you can impose them. I'm gonna send you the pictures during this part of the.
That can definitely happen. We can make that happen.
Wait. He's giving us blowback. Why do you not want those pictures?
My qualms
yes,
are with your reposting of those photos.
Gotcha.
Those photos have been online for a while,
Yes.
and you recently decided,
Okay.
I'm gonna push this
Now,
forward.
hold on.
More.
Hold on. What? It's already on their website.
That's fine. That's great.
What is this?
By the way,
specifically?
Songs makes a quality product. I love it.
They
but,
do.
but those photos, somebody described it to me as we look like a bunch of average Joes. But you know
Yes,
what?
we do. We are average Joes, though.
That's what we are.
And my sister said that it looked like someone walked into a bar and said, that table right there, we need you to do a photo shoot. And so, like, none of us are in
Wasn't
shape.
that almost exactly
That's
what happened?
exactly-
Like,
None
fair,
of us
that's
are in
fair.
shape. We're all very uncomfortable in front of the camera because we're not used to it. And so if you guys get a chance, you have got to check this out. It is so fucking funny. And I'm not proud of my pictures. Oh, Alex Bake. So my friend Alex is like 41 or something like that. And, you know, he's definitely in the worst shape of his life right now. But he agreed to be in it. And so my boy Alex goes, can you believe this? Look how they made me look. Look how fat I look in this picture. And I'm like, okay, that's fair. But one, you are that big. Two, you knew when you drove all the way from LA to Orange County what you were getting into. You knew what you were getting into.
What we didn't know
No,
about.
you don't have to be so soft for that. You can literally lift it up and talk into it.
Just wanted to make sure that. What we didn't sign up for
Mm-hmm.
is to be ridiculed
Okay.
on your Instagram.
No. I didn't ridicule you guys on the Instagram because I just said, hey, look at this. This is funny. The ridicule came from our own circle of friends and family.
Correct.
Making fun of us.
Which is the exact reaction you were looking for.
It's definitely, yeah, there you go. Yeah, so we're
That's
going to
the
make, don't worry. If you're watching this on YouTube, you're going to,
oh, I
You're
can't
gonna-
wait to put these on.
you're gonna
They're
get-
gonna look so
you're
good.
going to get an eyeful.
Listen, I'm not ashamed. Okay, I did something for my friend.
Yeah, I'm not ashamed either.
I
feel
do know
exactly
how
the
you
same.
feel though.
We got so much, we got free product too. Like they hooked us up. I don't know. I don't really, I'm so specific about my board shorts because I spend every day on the beach with work that I'm like, I like them. They're cool, but they're just not for me. But I do love them. And he said he didn't want to sponsor our podcast because he said we're a little too polarizing and he has to worry about his clientele base.
That's fair.
That is fair, you know? And I love you, Creams, if you're listening to this. Probably not. But, okay, so we always start with feedback from the last episode. Last episode, you know, I made a post on Instagram and I said, are we recording? Because if we're not, that's hilarious. Okay.
We lost video for a second.
Okay, cool. I'll wait till it's on. And I'm sure, batteries?
Nope.
Memory card? Is there a local memory on that? Oh, cool.
It was a different memory card. It was just one the wrong one.
Okay.
We're back.
Okay, we're back. I wonder where it cut off.
I don't know. I didn't hear it, so I must have just happened.
Cool. Let's hope so. So we usually start these episodes off with feedback from the last episode. We're going to keep our same structure. It's been going great. The number one thing that was said, so I posted on Instagram and I said, you know, we've been out for a while and we're getting our boy Jason back. And we're going to remarket everything. When I say remarket, we're just going to actually focus on marketing. We're going to add another person to the set. We're going to get back on YouTube. We're going to make a huge push for Apple. So we should be on Apple Podcasts within the next week or two. My friend Richard's going to help us. He's a I Don't Know Dude podcast. Richard Podgorski. I think it's at, what's his Instagram?
Richard Pod Jr.
Richard Pod Jr. on Instagram at. So that's what's going on. But everyone, when I posted on Instagram, everyone reached out and said, "Man, you need YouTube back." So this is why we're on camera again. I thought we could do it without it, but I got an email from YouTube, and a lot of people watch. It's pretty cool. We got a lot of minutes watched. One of my friends said his drives are so fucking boring now to work, but we're back. We're back for those kind of people. And even if there's 4 of you guys that listen in that way, our established audience on our thing is pretty good. But for those of you guys that stuck with us, man, I can't thank you enough. So thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. So I also posted another thing about feedback. I posted on our Instagram. It was a TikTok that a guy made. It said when guys feel a little bit more chubby or they've gained weight, and he goes like they're at the gym working out and they're like doing jumping jacks, and he wipes his head with sweat, and he goes, when girls feel like they've gained extra weight, and he takes his spandex pants and pulls them up. And he's like, it's high
Very well put.
It's high waisted. And so I posted that on there, and we got a lot of funny reactions, a lot of people laughing. My friend, who was it? My friend Maddie said she made a post about her and her friends, and they're on the beach, and they're all wearing diapers, like high-waisted shit. And then she deleted it, and I said, what the fuck? And she goes, no, my story's too long. I don't know if they're going to want me to post that. But it was so perfect. It's hilarious because I know all of our girlfriends have friends and their girls. All of them have a bikini that was so egregious that they never should have put on, but they fell to the high-waisted trend.
So I worked for a women's fitness company, and whenever they were out of shape, which is most of the time when they weren't filming, they would push their high-waisted line.
Yikes.
Because that's what they're doing.
Well,
They're like, oh, girls' high-waisted's back, and like behind closed doors, absolutely, it was said like, oh, like we're just out of shape right now.
Right.
you know, I think we need a woman on this at our table.
I got nothing to say about high-waisted. Is there a body type for high-waisted bikinis?
No, you know, and like I said last time, the one time I posted about high-waisted bikinis, two people sent me a picture of Hailey Bieber,
Right.
and she did look okay. She looked great in it, but she's hot as fuck.
She's Hailey Bieber.
Right.
Exactly. Now, I think if you would have taken off those top 2 inches of that bikini, she would have looked even better.
Right.
That's what's so fucking stupid about it. That's a good point. Is there any body type that works well? Pregnant women? I mean, yeah, maybe not though, because
I want to see it.
Okay, settle down. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. That was great. So you guys, whenever we post polls on our Instagram, I'm going to do that more often because I get so much good feedback, and I'm going to continue to do that. I love interacting with you guys. I want to start. I'm going to do a question and answer every week. The answer will be on the podcast. The questions will be on Instagram, and I'll save them. And if you do send in, I will put your Instagram on so people can see who it was that asked the question, because that does make it funnier. I did get my boy in trouble. His name is Sonny, and I said his name in the last one. I already said it. It's too late. And he's like, he was the guy about his girlfriend and how he met a hot Latina. And I thought it was so funny because he tells me this long story, and he's like, there's this hot chick at my work. He's like, she's Latina. And I'm like, where does that have to be in the story? Yeah. Unless you know that I like Latinas.
He's trying to relate to you. Yeah,
maybe he was. Yeah, and he's also an immigrant from Mongolia, and I feel like my friends that are immigrants or first generation are still struggling with the politically correctness.
You think so?
Oh, for sure. Are you kidding me? You think my aunts and uncles are politically
Oh,
correct?
right,
No way.
right. I thought you meant like the first generation, like the ones that grew up here.
Oh, no.
Oh.
I guess it wouldn't be first generations. It wouldn't be that. It would be the ones that didn't grow up.
Right.
Yeah. That moved here later.
Right.
Yeah, they definitely don't know about political correctness.
Dude,
You should see
too.
my uncle's
You should
post.
see the Africans.
Oh man, I can only imagine.
How you guys doing over there?
Dude, we will be fully grown, 34, 35 years old, getting questions like, oh, where's your girlfriend? Like, yo,
Yeah.
chill, mind your business.
Oh, I meant way worse than that. I meant like
That was tame.
my uncle is so pro-Trump, and he goes so hard in the paint, and he's like, and he gets drunk and he posts on Facebook, and the English is horrible, and it's just, you can read it and you go, well, I get embarrassed because my friends see it. He comments on my shit, and I'm like, please don't, like, and if he would have used his real name, it'd be like, oh, okay. But he puts his American name. So it looks like, why is this guy named Charlie talking shit? It's like, I promise you, he doesn't understand our society and our culture right now.
Don't ask an African parent about gay rights, transgender people.
Oh, God.
Sir?
I know.
I'm on World Star well enough to know not to do that. Have you seen the asking your African parents this?
That's hilarious.
Do not talk about that. That's sorry for the accent.
That's a great answer.
Please don't do that again. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
He's here. He's here.
I'm totally kidding. That's funny because I really enjoy I brought this up on Reddit. I follow one of my Reddits is Black People GIFs, and it's essentially like Black Twitter. And I made a comment that was hilarious, right? And everyone was commenting on it and like, oh yeah, that's funny, right? And I got fucking kicked out. But it was something along the line of about how immigrants they're not woke yet. Like, give them some time. Does that make sense?
I think I get what you're getting at.
Yeah, like we're barely woke. Like political correctness, we don't use certain words anymore. Like if a guy with a thick accent uses the term retard, he has no fucking clue what he doesn't understand what the connotations are to that. And that's all my comment was, and it was funny. I wish I could remember, but it got deleted and it got kicked off of blackpeoplegifts.com. So, or Reddit, sorry. Another thing that happened with feedback on our TikTok, on our Instagram, I made a post about someone said that Islam dropped out of the fight with Rafael dos Anjos on the UFC, just some UFC fight. I made a comment and it got pinned and it got all these likes, and so I deleted it and I made it with my personal account. It got same thing, and now I have Russian people telling me they're gonna kill me.
Oh, that's fun.
You did it.
Yeah. So what I said was, so Islam Makhachev or whatever his name is, he's like one of Khabib's prodigies. He dropped out of his biggest fight so far, right? And it was going to be with Dos Anjos. And all I said was, no one drops out like a Dagestani person, right? Because Khabib dropped out so many fights.
Right.
Oh my God. I have a Russian guy, so I'm going to read. This is hilarious.
I
Dude.
think that means you've actually made it on the internet is
Yeah,
when
that-
you're getting threatened by Russians.
That would legitimately scare me.
I think that means you've made it, dude.
Okay, he says, do you have something against Dagestani? Oh, you know what? Can I do the accent? No, I'm not doing the
Yeah.
accent.
Go
Do
for
you,
it.
Do you have something against Dagestani? Fucking pussy, I'll smash you. I'm not making this up. I put, hey, Khabib pulled out a lot. Relax. It's social media. Don't be soft. Where do I come from? We are responsible for the words come to Russia and you will find out which of us is soft.
Oh, I get what he's saying.
I'm like, please be stronger than this. This is my opinion and we're talking about sports.
That's what you said back?
Yes.
Come on, Dad.
I said, you're being sensitive. And then he says, fuck your stupid guy. You don't speak Russian. Because I Google translated it in Russian. And then my next one in Russian was calm down and have a drink. This isn't that serious. I put that in Russian, right? And this is in their like alphabet. And he put, LOL, your Russian is perfect. I don't drink. And I said, I drink a lot. And he goes, drinking is not good for you. I'm pretty sure he's Muslim. And so I said, let me know when you're in LA and we'll train together. Good night, my friend. Alhamdulillah. You like how I do the
Yeah,
when I do
that's
thank
actually
you?
very, very good.
And he said, good night, bro. Then I wake up this morning and he goes, check out this article, this video in Russia about Dagestan. They don't show on TV. I hope you enjoy. We're like friends now.
Dude, you're the only person I've seen do that where somebody will hate you and then they become great friends. Remember when we went to watch that soccer game at Underground?
I do.
And it was a huge game. It was the Champions League finals. And this dude starts making fun of everybody in the bar because we're watching soccer.
How could I not?
And some guy gets offended by it. And 2 minutes later, this dude's got his arm around him. They're sharing a
bought me a
drink
beer.
together. Yeah.
He bought me a beer.
I was like, this one. I wanted the guy to whoop your ass.
Oh, that's not going to happen. He's a soccer player. So, I bring that up because, one, it's funny, but two, I think it's very possible to diffuse a lot of situations. And I think if there was ever a time that we needed to diffuse situations, it's right now. And that brings us into our current events. And our current events is a situation that needs to be diffused. The media has announced Biden as the winner, right? Mm-hmm. Now, Steven is very left-wing. He marched Black Lives Matter.
Sir.
He tattooed it on his arm. No, I'm kidding. But this is now, I don't give a fuck about politics or really anyone on this planet besides my friends and family. What I will say, though, is that I saw something interesting. I went to Spider this morning, our surf shop in our town, and the boards are boarded up. Excuse me. And I asked one of the guys he was outside, and I said, "Oh, you guys gonna take these down now?" And he's like, "No, we got to make sure that the voter fraud doesn't happen first." Right?
It's fair.
Okay. Now this brings up an interesting point. If Trump wins, we have riots, we have possible, looting and stuff like that. What he's saying is, if Biden indeed won, I can take these down, right? That says to me that one side is breaking windows and stuff, and some might say it's justified. I was just really interested to be in a place that's boarding up their windows and has them boarded up and is saying, well, let's see first who won. I feel like that says a lot right there. Do you get what I'm saying?
I thought you were going a different direction with it.
Where do you think I was going?
I thought you were going to say...
No, just take that out of the sand.
Just hold it.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say, why is a surf shop worrying about getting...
Oh, no, they had a window broken already.
Oh, they did?
Yeah. And I think it's because it's a surf shop, and I think that's viewed as a white sport. Which is, what's so interesting about that? Our friend Greg Faulkner, it's a big black guy. He, I say he's black because it's definitely important to the story. Him and another black volleyball player have gotten together to make a sort of coalition to get more black people included in volleyball, right? Now, the problem with that is, I'm a volleyball coach. My whole life is that stupid sport. That's how I make my money. Now, no one in volleyball has kept anyone of color out. Samoans thrive. We're insanely represented on the national team level and in the pro tour. Mm-hmm. Two of the best beach players in the world are Hawaiian guys. Mm-hmm. We have our starting outside hitter is a Maori Samoan guy, I think. We got Josh Tuaninga. We got Micah Ma'a is going to be coming up. All these guys are so sick at volleyball. Because in Samoan culture, volleyball's cool. I hate to say it, but how are you going to make the problem's not volleyball. The problem is black kids don't think volleyball's cool. Did you think volleyball was cool?
Sure didn't. And I remember our coach would come to our basketball practices every day, be like, guys, please come out for volleyball, because he needed hitters.
My coach did that all the time.
I grew up St. Louis, Chicago. Like,
boys aren't even playing.
There's no beaches.
No, there's no beaches.
So how are you gonna what is the point of the coalition? Like, how are you? Your job now is to make volleyball cool among minorities in the inner city. You're not gonna make it cool.
It's a tough task, but I mean, Greg's playing volleyball at a high level.
He is, but my point was that it's not closed off to anyone. It is a very accessible sport.
Right.
We got dicked down yesterday on our tournament by these two kids. One was Samoan, one was black. You want to play, you could play. And the clubs even give you discounts. They and that's not necessarily for minorities, but a lot of minorities are the ones that are using those discounts and scholarships, as they call them. So the sport is very accessible. Mm-hmm. You're not going to make volleyball cool. You're just not.
At a young level, it's difficult to make it cool, because I do remember looking at it and being like, I'm a varsity basketball player and a varsity football player. Why would I put board shorts on and go hit a volleyball over a net?
Oh shit! There goes my part.
So
I know that's unprofessional.
First day back.
Well, okay. Well, now you don't think that now. So
I don't, because I've been exposed to a different side of it. It was, what it was about volleyball for me? It was the partying.
Yeah. Well, that's what it is for everyone. And that's why it's died so much, because they took that little element out of it. Anyways, let's not talk about volleyball. It's fucking boring. So can we take down the boards now? And then I saw another funny TikTok. It was a guy that said he was like before the election, and he was wearing a Biden shirt. And he's like, fuck you Nazis, you fucking losers, inbred hicks. And then he goes, after the election, it's like, da-na-na, da-na-na. And it's like peace and love around him.
Oh, yeah. There's been a lot of that going on.
I'm coming off right now. People are going to think I'm conservative. I'm not conservative at all. I'm actually very pro-gay marriage. I'm very pro-choice. I'm just anti-government. And it seems the left is like, daddy government will take care of us. And I really hate that line of thinking. But socially, I don't want... I believe those two things are important issues to me, too. So I am criticizing the left right now because they won. And if the right had won, I'd be criticizing them.
It's only fair.
Yeah, it's only fair. You got to go both sides. That's why it's hard for me sometimes to watch SNL, because we were watching SNL last night. And I'm like, come on, roast the other side.
Dude, I've always thought that there should be one of those, like a Daily Show, like a Trevor Noah thing, but with conservative views, because there's got to be some funny stuff that happens on that side too.
Are you kidding me?
Right?
Of course.
Look at the Daily Show. Look at what's his name?
Seth Meyers.
There you go. All them people.
Or Stephen Colbert.
Stephen Colbert. That's the one.
30 Rock did a really good job of roasting both sides.
They did.
Yeah, 30 Rock did a really good job.
Phenomenal show.
It was. I forgot. There was one episode where Liz Lemon was trying to explain to Jack that women are equal to men. And then she started crying, and he's like, "Why are you crying?" And she's like, "Because I'm a strong woman," or something like that. And then it went right away, and then it totally roasted the Republican side in the same manner. Something about men controlling women's bodies. And so I was just, that's hilarious to me, but I don't know.
That was the, is that the one when she had the pants? That were like, the pants were all made.
Oh, the jeans, yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
jeans,
yeah.
but they come to find out they're so like handmade.
Exactly.
But it was from handmade.
Two sides,
Yeah.
and like she's like, "Wow, I look so good in these jeans," but they were made in a sweatshop. Anyways, you understand what I'm saying. We want both sides to be roasted. I think everyone deserves a good roasting, but maybe there's just not that many funny conservative people. Maybe there are. I mean, we saw it happen to Alex Bake. No, really.
Yeah, I haven't.
He's
seen
like
any
lost
so
his
far.
whole career. So our friend Alex, he produced one of the most watched movies, one of the most watched videos, music videos of all time, the Justin Bieber and Ludacris Baby video.
Right.
He was at the height of his career. He was balling out. He did all these huge music videos, and he then on social media came out. It's hilarious to think about, like, coming out. Like, you have to come out as a conservative.
Yeah.
And then he's gone. He's done. He's gotten blacklisted. I saw that there was one post he had on Facebook, and some guy was like, "This is why you're not in the industry anymore." And it's just like, damn, that is brutal to think that.
In his defense, that Hollywood industry is like, it's such a hat that you have to wear and a view that you have to have. And if you don't play on that team, you don't get the work. And like, it's like...
Is there another industry the opposite?
No, I think every industry sort of has like their... I mean, maybe forklift operators or something.
I guarantee you there are liberal forklift operators.
Weapons manufacturers.
But yeah, it's like...
military.
Yeah, in that Hollywood world, if you don't like literally say that I like everything that you like and have the same conversation everybody else has, and you don't get to play, and like that's super unfortunate. Like I wouldn't post as much shit about my beliefs as he did, but also I think like fuck that industry for blacklisting him because he was real.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't even... That's just holding someone hostage because of their opinions. And, I talked about this a lot within our relationships with our friends. Like, if someone cuts you off because of your political stances, they're essentially saying to you, they're giving you an ultimatum. Mm-hmm. Either think the way I think, or
We're done.
We're done.
And
It's
not how.
that sounds kind of fascist to me.
Yeah.
Really? Which is ironic, but... Anyways, I don't want to sit too long on politics. I mean, I can only imagine how much politics everyone's getting on there.
It's a great way to kick off the podcast again.
The camera went off?
No. Let's do a camera cut.
Okay, cool.
That's at 30.
Oh, wait, hold on. Camera cut and break. We're back. Okay. So the subject of the day, now, this is going to get juicy. And feel free, to tap in, I know he's thinking this is going to be about ass play. It's not going to be about ass play.
You didn't even have to say that part.
No, but I know. But a lot of you guys, this podcast started, and I said this last episode, which this podcast started because during quarantine, I started Quarantine Confessions, and we couldn't leave our houses. Everyone was forced to be at home. So when I went live on Instagram, there's 1 million people on. And so I got friends that were famous, and I started going live and interviewing people. And then people were like, "Oh, you should have a podcast." And then I had people reach out to try to do stuff with us. And Jason was the one that I went with for, I thought I needed a white guy's, perspective on things. No, I'm just kidding. But
Super white Old Navy jacket.
yeah.
I got it.
And a Carhartt beanie.
And the white voice in the background.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey guys.
So we started the podcast, and but during Quarantine Confessions, Steven was my co-host sometimes. My roommate was the other co-host sometimes, and I'd always push this dialogue about Steven getting his ass ate.
This better be heading towards an apology, a public apology.
Now, I was told by the girl that you participated in this action with. And so when I started talking about it, I legitimately thought you did enjoy that, which is fine. It is a polarizing subject in sexuality, but you were so like, I did not get my ass ate.
I never said it like that.
And so, I think it was in a Shakespeare's play. I think it was Hamlet. Thou doth protesteth too much.
That was Hamlet.
Okay. Thank you, Jason.
First of all, don't sit up here and quote Hamlet to me when you're talking about my alleged ass play.
Okay. Now, if you didn't, you didn't. And if you do, you do. We still don't know the verdict, so let's just move on.
What was the point of this last 2 minutes? Because I'm extremely upset right now.
Okay. My point was, it's a callback. You call back things. So I'm calling back what happened during quarantine confessions. And, it is what it is. I've personally, I've dabbled. I've gotten, I think it was a second knuckle. Second knuckle got that once. And I was like, not for me. And I had to go to the bathroom after.
Sir.
Now, I'm giving you a safe space. Okay? I'm giving you a
Is this a safe space?
Because it doesn't feel very safe.
I promise.
I feel like
you.
we've been over this.
Look, it's me and you in this room.
Oh, word.
Jason's not even here.
Okay, cool.
There's no cameras. There's no microphones.
Okay, no cameras, no microphones, just me and you sitting in a room talking. All right? I'm gonna give you the same 4 words that I give everybody who's been asking me about this.
Okay, yeah,
because this has happened. Yeah. I've been approached on the beach, at parties, on social media. You've ruined my life, sir. No, I'm gonna give you these 4 words, all right? And I want everybody to listen to this.
Listen up. Can you turn it up, please?
Booties are for poop.
Gotcha.
That's all.
What was that?
Okay.
Booties are for poop.
Booties are for poop. Now.
Hashtag it.
No. Have you ever had anal with a girl?
Yes, but...
Okay, so wait. You said yes, right? Now, that right there is leaving space open for doubt. Because clearly, they're not just for poop. So, all I'm saying is, let's move on. I don't want to get into this.
No, we're getting into it because you're doing this on purpose. And you keep doing it like this. And I asked you before I came here, what are we going to be talking about? Because I knew you were going to bring this up.
Oh, God. Okay.
Hashtag booties are for poop. Let's move on.
Okay, let's move on. Now, that's funny because I have subject of the day right now, and that was not on. I don't even know how this came up. Okay, so the subject of the day was, I posted this on Instagram too and asked the question, do a guy's likes on Instagram matter? So what I mean by that is, ladies, if you're talking to a guy or if you have a boyfriend or a husband and you see him liking hot chicks' photos, how does that make you feel, or is it a deal breaker? I got a lot of yeses. I got one girl say it's not a deal breaker, but you just lost points. And then I got one girl who said, I don't give a shit, like anything you want. And then she also followed that up with, nice guys can't fuck anyways. That's aggressive.
Wow,
That
so
is
disrespectful.
So aggressive. But I reposted it because it's hilarious. Someone reached out and said that's not true. Oh, I said, is that true? And then a bunch of people, 3 or 4 people voted no, that is not true. So apparently nice guys can't fuck. I don't know, I'm not a nice guy. Neither of you come off as a nice guy. Actually,
I'm very nice.
You're a pretend nice guy.
Sir?
You are, because behind the curtains, you're as savage as I am. But in front of people, you're like, he's nice. Like, you don't hang out with me as much as you do and be nice. You're just not.
So what you're saying is, you've rubbed off on me. That's what.
I'm gonna blame that too.
Yeah, and that's why, you rub off on me. That's why I tried the finger. Okay, so likes on social media and relationship how does that imply? What's the implications for relationship? The question is, I'm going to pose this to both of you guys. If you see a girl liking a bunch of dudes' pictures, do you ask about it? Does it bother you? Your chick.
No, not my chick.
No, not
my chick. Other chicks in the past for sure.
Okay.
But not my girl.
Oh, yeah, gotcha.
Yeah,
oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but no, for sure, like ex-girlfriend, if she was out, like, especially if she's not in the volleyball world and she just starts going to a bunch of volleyball guys and just like finding the next guy with the shirt off and liking that, I'm like, hey, what's up? You know?
Yeah.
Not my girl now at all.
No, I've never seen the girls. I don't see the girls' likes. I've never seen one of my girls. Actually, I've seen it once or twice. I just don't look for that, though.
I'm thinking, too, like, if you're a girl who wants to make a statement, like, you're gonna find a way to do that. You're gonna slide into a DM. Like, I feel like chicks don't, like, subtly, like, that's a guy move, is to go like a bunch of hot chicks and be like, dude, maybe she'll message me back.
Oh, dude, no.
Like, I feel like a chick move isn't to just go like all the hot photos of a guy.
Oh, they do it all the time.
Yeah,
And
I think
do
so,
they?
too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess I just saw any of those photos then, huh?
Yeah.
Dude, so many times I just get these random not saying that.
Oh, yeah.
But
No, yeah.
You'll get 20, 30 from
The front of the mic is what is catching your voice. The top. There you go.
this part right here.
Yes, thank you.
I was trying to be cool.
No, you're right. No, girls do it all the time. Girls do it all the time. And I kind of like that move. I like subtle moves. I think everyone likes subtlety. It's on. If I get 5 likes from you out of nowhere, we just had sex.
That proposes an interesting question. How many likes in a row till you're like, okay, I'm going? Because it could be like 2 or 3 is just like a friendly.
Gonna entertain this?
No, just like, oh, maybe she just liked those photos. But after how many are you like, all right, I got to slay. I think 4 is the number, right?
If you go over 4 or over. Because 3 could just be your last 3.
Exactly.
But especially if it's an older one, it's like, oh, you're scoping it out.
An older photo or an older woman?
No, an older photo.
Oh.
I'll say that too. Yeah, if you sit 4 or 5 like liked photos in a row and one of them's way deep, which like I know that move.
Yeah.
I've done that move too. Like
Halloween
I'm gonna be like,
2017. Come on,
Yeah.
what are we doing here? Just say hi.
I'm gonna say what up.
Just say
Yeah, or give you a follow back.
If you go 10 deeper, Halloween 2017, that she just asked. You basically just asked me to come
you guys
over.
are. You guys are together now.
But you've done that before.
I would dove that deep.
Yeah, and hit that like button. Don't act like you're above it.
No, I'm not. Not that I'm above it. That's not my move.
I mean, no, I'm not saying it's my move. I'm just saying.
After we've
all done it.
After we've established a rapport, I'll go do that as like a joke and just get to know them. That's not one of my first moves. Definitely not. I do the. So here's some advice for guys reaching out to girls on social media. You never want to like give a. Excuse me. You never want to do something that doesn't require a response. Okay, number 1. You want to require a response from them. That's a clear message. If they ignore it, then it's not happening. If they do respond, they're going out of their way to actually respond. But now it starts a conversation, and now you can respond back, blah, 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 blah. The second thing is I always try to find like a commonality or something funny to address, right? So if she posts something, I'll comment on her fashion, or if she's wearing something, or I'll comment on someone in the video or something. That responding to a story or a post that's my move.
Right.
Not going back and liking a bunch of pictures.
Way more effective way to do things. Efficient, I mean.
I think it's efficient, but a lot of my friends, and we saw that the other night, they don't understand. They're like, I don't know, what do I respond? Because it is a certain amount of creativity to respond in a way that would get you attention. And so we were sitting here on the couch the other night, and my boy JK, he gets a DM. He got a DM from a girl, right?
Did she DM him?
Yeah, she DM'd him.
Oh, she did. She did.
Yes.
She responded to a story.
Yes. So he handed me the phone, and that's
why.
I'm not good at everything.
Why are you doing JK like that?
No, we did. Oh yeah. Oh, who cares? This isn't bad. He handed me the phone, and I started messaging her back and forth. And I'm a fucking god when it comes to that stuff. I wish you could see the conversation. It was beautiful.
Take it easy, calling yourself a god.
Gets to the point where she goes, "Let's hang out like tonight, right, or tomorrow night, the next night," and he canceled because he was like, maybe in a couple nights, which is fine. I don't know what he's gonna do from that, but it was on.
The groundwork is there.
The groundwork is there, but to be fair, I can't pat myself on the back too much. She did DM him. I think it was like a smiley face or something from a story.
I can't remember. But
anyways, yeah, gentlemen, if you have questions about girls, I did get one. It said, let's see here.
Got a question from the homie.
We got a question from one of the homies. It was a good one. I want to say his name so bad, but I'm just gonna leave it at this. Well, first he said, "Bro, I can't believe you used my name. My girlfriend finds about this. You were talking about someone else with the same name as me. You totally did. I'm not mad though, because I'm not a bitch. All right. So hypothetically, if I want to try some more experimental stuff with my girlfriend, she said she wants to do something with me, and one of the things that she wants to do is prostate play. Now, we've talked about this before, I'm sure. I think we did earlier.
Who knows?
Yeah. I'm not into a bartering system sexually.
why is this the question that you want to talk about right now?
Well, he sent it yesterday.
I don't believe you. Go ahead. Carry on.
Look, if it makes you that uncomfortable, then there's an issue.
Go ahead.
Like, so
Continue.
if you were on my couch and you're a therapist, and I'm a therapist, and you're on my couch, and anytime butt play was mentioned, I saw you shift, and I thought, you said, "Can we change the subject?" I mean, something happened.
You'd have to wonder.
Yeah. But anyways,
wondering,
what were we
yeah.
talking about again? I was kidding. No, what I'm saying is I don't like the barter system for sex. I don't want to be like, hey, babe, I'll do this if you let me do that. You know what I mean?
It could be a good way to spice things up for some people.
What? Sex is already fun on its own. Why do we need to spice things up?
Hey, man, some people like to get punched while they're having sex. Don't ask me about people's kinks, dog.
Now, can we talk about Salt Lake City?
Salt Lake City?
Yeah. So me and Steven have a system. And stop me if you want. And these are 45-minute episodes now. That was the new goal, by the way.
Oh, word? Okay.
So we have a system. Is the camera still rolling?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool. We have a system when if we're going to share a hotel room during our travels, and someone brings a girl back to the person, give me a break. Go give me an hour, give me an hour and a half. One time, I fell asleep, knowing you were coming back with a girl, and I woke up late, and I'm like, oh shit, I got to get ready and go. Long story short, I'm in a daze, putting my clothes on, walking out of the room, and she's sitting on the bed, and they start their negotiation, where he gets consent. And where they give each other boundaries.
Yeah, got all the paper signed.
Yeah, exactly. The
Feeling
NDA,
good.
the camera, the phones. We turn off our phones.
Yeah.
Put it in the safe. Yeah.
As I'm walking out, I hear her say to him, "Just don't leave a mark." Now, what? And then I believe I heard the word rape fantasy. Now.
Oh, she did say both of those.
Yes,
things.
she did. Okay, so, I'm not telling tales outside of school, but like. When I heard that, I'm like, okay. First, I was like, what's going on? Don't do it. You know what I mean? Then I thought, this girl's tight. She's badass. She's badass because she said what she wanted, what she didn't want. And like, so many girls don't do that. And it's like, I've dated a girl, or I've hooked up with a girl once who said, at the very end, right at the end, I did something and she goes, oh my God, I love that. Bitch, what? We had foreplay? We were on the couch. We went to the bedroom. Like, that whole time.
Speak up, son.
You didn't say one thing about what you like. And for men, it's not the same. You see these cosmopolitan articles as 100 ways to please your man. There's one way. Touch his wiener. Preferably with something wet, but we'll do dry too. It's not that complicated.
If we need to, yeah.
Women are so much more complicated, and we're gonna get into that in the next episode. But speak your mind, ladies. Let us know. Let us know.
We need to know.
We do need to know because each one of you is a different fucking puzzle that we got to solve. So if you want to get slapped in the face, if you want me to fucking tweak your left nipple and grab your right cheek, ass cheek, let me know that.
Have you ever heard a girl say, I want you to find out? It's like, bitch, the whole book is open.
I think I have heard something.
I don't know what
before.
chapter to start with.
Like, I want you to figure it out on your own?
Figure it out, yeah. Sis.
I think that might come from a girl who really doesn't know what she likes.
That's exactly what I ended up gleaning
That's a good
from
point.
Yeah.
So-
She don't know yet.
It threw me off too. I was thrown, dog.
Yeah.
It wasn't the best performance, I'll be honest.
You know how many girls I've soft cocked? Oh my God, it's not even. It's just I've given out some bad performances, and they're probably so confused when they see me with hot chicks. They're probably like, "What in the world?
How's this guy who can't even get it up?"
Oh God, that's why I don't do drugs anymore, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't think you should either. The second subject of the day I'm going to save for the next episode. This has been great. Thank you so much for joining us, and he's our guy. Stephen Amakwa. It's at Awesome Black Guy on Instagram.
I call him awesome.
It's my pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Careful though, because at Amazing Black Person is a different Instagram. That's not him. There's
very
quite
aggressive.
There's quite a few different ones. But thank you guys for joining us again, Jason. We're so happy to have you back.
Oh, good to be back.
brother.
The Cowboy from Hell podcast. All right.
Woo, we did it.
Dude, that was so fun.
That was
What a
fun.
difference.
This needs to happen.
It does. It does need to happen.
Yeah.
Oh man.